Got this dude called Pushy Push at Pushy Push. Look him up. Check him out. I've been watching him for all of 1 minute and 11 seconds. Hey, look at that. Does that look a little bit different? And Pushy Push already got me thinking. All he has said is that he was reading this book, and then they got this king who said that he is going to cause his enemies to lose everything. Their memory, their language, their religion, and I just, bam, that made so, and then immediately I thought of Hebrew. Because if you look at the Proto-Sinaitic Hebrew alphabet, it's extremely practical and good. But the truth is, like I was just telling y'all about the English, that God don't need no alphabet to communicate, and he got no interest in writing records. Okay, so why is it that the only known records of the English in the ancient times are so practical? And that's all, because that's how they were subverted. They met a salesman, essentially, who sold them on the practicality of physical records. And then they met a salesman who had sold them on the practicality of written language. And this is Proto-Sinaitic Hebrew. I believe, and so this is my brand new reason for believing that Proto-Sinaitic Hebrew is the original. It's not the same. It's not a different reason. It's the same reason, but I have a better perspective thanks to Pushy Push. It was made to reflect the people who it was sold to, right? So it's necessarily going to be practical. But once they have taken the bait, once they have let the horse through the gates, or the sus, as it's said in Hebrew. It's a Hebrew word for horse, sus. So once they had let the horse through the gates, the horse being the written language, well, now they just got to change it. Now they can open up the horse and then let the chaos ensue. So they were given this practical thing, Proto-Sinaitic Hebrew. And then it's become all of our languages. When I say ours, I guess I don't know what I mean by that. I assume it's not the first, but it's the root of the languages of the angelic people. I'll just put it to you that way. If you're keeping up with my videos, then you understand what I'm talking about. And it's a given. I mean, look, God's people speak Hebrew. It's right there on the surface. But anyway, the letter is dead. The letter brings death. Death is the absence of the Spirit. The Spirit gives life. So as soon as the bait was taken, as soon as the angels accepted the written script that they didn't need because they were convinced, well, look, that it can be practical and it does have a use. Now all you got to do is debauch them, make them forget that it's practical, and you cause a person to forget something just by getting them to be indulgent in, their pleasures and their fears, and just emotion causes forgetfulness. Because when you're feeling, you're not thinking. And so, like, whenever you're in this state which I'm going to call enchanted. So once you've been enchanted through emotional manipulation and caused to lose track of the fact that only the present is real, you can change the language and then make the case that, well, on account of I have been studying this all these years, and by studying, it's like, what are you studying? How to manipulate people. I'm a professional, and so here I will show you what I have devised. So this takes me back to the Holland Tractate of the Talmud, which shows a diagram of how to partition an ox. The book is about slaughtering sacrifices. So in the Holland, I haven't read the whole thing. It's like 1,500 pages. But I've read a bit, which is verboten. It's just how to slaughter an ox. Hey, do you know that when Jesus was arrested, they parted his garments? I don't know, there's those two things. The one reminded me of the other. I don't know that they're related. At pushy push. All right, I know, look. So 11 seconds and 1 minute into the video, and all he has said was, I was reading this book and they have a king, and he said this. And that caused me to have all these thoughts. I'm going to get back to watching Pushy Push. Y'all maybe go check him out. Maybe let's talk about him in these comments.